So it's finally happened. Arsenal have signed Denis Suarez from Barcelona on an initial loan deal with a view to a permanent move in the summer. But I wonder how well he will perform as an Arsenal player. And it'll be interesting to see what formation Emery will play with him in the side. And potentially what position will he play? Will he play centre midfield? Will he play attacking midfield? Will he play on the wing? We do not know yet, and it's going to be interesting to find out. But what I thought I would do is do a quick little FM19 experiment to see what would happen with Denis Suarez as an Arsenal player. So, as you can see, here's the first screen. It's unfortunately hidden all of the players. Actually, we might be able to change that. Now, what I want to quickly do is, before I go into more detail, I just want to have a look at the player's stats and learn a little bit about the player. So he's got some good stats. He seems average. Physically, he looks like he needs work. That's something that Unai Emery has come out and said, that it will be a challenge for Denis Suarez in the Premier League to see if he can physically compete. But mentally and technically, he is very good. Obviously, technique stands out and passing as well. And dribbling. 16, 15, 15, and a first touch of 17. So it might be reminiscent of Santi Cazorla. We'll have to find out, but I believe it will be a very good signing. And also vision as well. This is probably one reason why Unai Emery has signed him. He done pretty well for Barcelona, to be fair, considering he hardly ever played and he was more of a sub. But he's got 18 for vision, 15 composure, 16 anticipation, 15 flair. He has got some very good technical and mental stats. Now, looking at his player traits, he's a player that likes to play 1-2s, which again will be very suited to Arsenal. And he likes to cut inside from both wings. So this is the area where Unai Emery said that he could be able to play on the wing. He likes to cut inside. He is right-footed, so I could see his preference being to play on the left. But this is one thing. We seem to be linked, or Arsenal seem to be linked, with a lot of players or wingers that would play on the left. And obviously we've got Alex Iwobi that plays in that position. And he's been one of our better players this season. And players like Perisic and Suarez, they can play on the right. But obviously they like to cut inside and come onto their right foot. So that wouldn't happen if they were playing on the right side of the pitch. But it'd be interesting to see what happens there. What else are we going to have a look at? Information. He's an unpredictable attacking midfielder. His favoured club is Man City. He's a Vigo supporter. His reputation is not that great, only 1.5 star. And the favoured personnel is Gerard Deulofeu, obviously at Watford. He's Spanish. He's only had one cap for the first team. He's had 7 under-21 caps, but he's only had the one cap. Hopefully that will change if he plays well for Arsenal. He's fluent in Spanish, speaks good English, which is good. Hopefully he can do his press conference in English when he signs. He's pleased to have joined Arsenal. And having a brief look at his historical stats. Obviously he started at Vigo B. No goals there. Played 15 games in 2 years. Then moved over to Man City for 875,000. I wonder if they have got a sell-on clause. So if he does go to Arsenal permanently, if they will make money off that sale. But we'll have to wait and see. He was signed by Barcelona B for 1.5 million and then loaned for 2.2 million to Seville, where he had 31 games, scored 2 goals. For the B team for Barcelona, he scored 7 in 36. He then joined Villarreal for an undisclosed fee, scored 4 goals in 33 games. Then Barcelona bought him back for 2.9 million. So I wonder how much they sold him for. It was probably less than what they've paid to get him back, which is weird. And I've seen this a few times in Spain, where a player has gone on loan to someone, then been sold, and then joined up with his previous club for more money, which is just crazy. But for Barcelona, in his first year, he scored 1 goal in 26 games. Last year, he scored 2 in 18 games. So I think looking at those stats, we're getting a player that is not going to score a lot of goals. He's not going to be like Freddie Ljungberg or Robert Perez. He's not going to cut inside. Well, He is going to cut inside, but he's not going to be that player that's going to get you 7, 8, 9, 10 or more goals from the wing in a season. I think he's going to be more of an Ozil type, where he's going to be a bit further back. He's going to be creating the chances. So, and he might even be a replacement for Ozil. There's been talk that Ozil has rejected a loan move to PSG. By the sounds of that, it could be that we are trying to get rid of Ozil. But he wants to stay. So it'll be interesting to see if Suarez and Ozil can play in the same side. Now, one good thing about Suarez is he has won a lot of trophies. He won the Under-19 Championship with Spain. He scored his first senior goal for Barcelona B in 2014. He came runners-up under Unai Emery at Seville in the European Super Cup. He also won the Euro Cup with Emery as well. So obviously they've got a good working relationship. He made his international debut in 2016, and then he has won the Spanish Cup twice with Barcelona in 2 years, and also won the league title as well. So he's got a lot of goals there. So quickly looking at Denis Suarez's biography, he made his debut for Viga B in 2010, so 8 years ago, or nearly 9 years ago, he made his first league appearance. Obviously, we've gone through his history of what clubs he's played for, the goals he scored, the fees. Obviously, the biggest one is that he didn't really work out at Man City, but hopefully it will be a different thing, him playing for us now, because obviously that was a long time ago. And obviously he's been very successful with Barcelona. Now, I've not made any other transfers in this experiment. I've left the Arsenal team as it is, as if no one would leave. Obviously, there's potential that Smith Rowe might be going to Leipzig, which I think is going to be a superb move for him and us. Hopefully, Eddie Nketiah can also get a loan move out in Germany. It will be good for him to get some first-team football. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to simulate the whole season to see how well he performed. So we fast-track to the end of the season, and it looks like Denis Suarez has contributed to Arsenal winning the Premier League title. They have finished first in the league. Unai Emery has won the title in his first season. And let's see how influential Denis Suarez has been this season. So looking at his stats for the season, he hasn't actually done that much. He's only played 31 games. Over half of them has been as a substitute. He's only scored 3 goals. Remember at the start we said he's very unlikely to come in as a goal scorer. He's going to be more as a provider. Well, he's not really done that. He's only set up 1 goal in the whole season. He got voted man of the match for 1 game. His passing, even though he's got 15 for passing, his success rate was only 74%. Obviously, his dribbling was very good. He's got 3.47 for that. Shooting hasn't been great. He's not won any free kicks, which is surprising. I thought he would get fouled a lot, especially with his physicality not being what it should be for the Premier League, or potentially not what it should be for the Premier League. I thought he would have got fouled a lot. He hasn't won any free kicks for Arsenal, and he's only got a rating of 6.9. Now, it'll be interesting to see what position he played in for most of the season, but it won't let us see that. And I'm wondering if we go to Arsenal's tactics, if we can see there what position he would play. And again, though, it's not likely because he's not in the starting lineup. So we can see the fixtures. That one we can see. They've not lost that many, to be fair. Oh, they lost more towards the end of the season. They lost in the... Oh no, we got to find we won the Europa Cup as well. We beat Inter Milan. Kolasinac got sent off, but Aspas, Correa and now Aubameyang were the goals there. It didn't look like Denis Suarez had a contribution there. We lost away to Man United. Again, he didn't play there either. I want to see if he had any injuries. And overall, he wasn't injured that much. Nothing in 2019 either. It was literally when he started, he twisted his knee. He was out for a week. And then in November, he pulled a hamstring. So he was out for 3 weeks. So the second half of the season, if we can go back to that, he was fully fit. So did he play in any games? No, not in that one. Cambridge United. We had Cambridge United in the third round of the FA Cup, a 3-1 win. Hector Bellerin was sent off. Giovanni Brown with a goal there. So Not too bad, but it doesn't look like Suarez. I haven't seen him. There you go. Suarez made an appearance against Man City. Be interesting to see who he scored against. He played well against Spurs, but we lost that game. Liverpool played in that game. Norwich, we won 3-1. He didn't score in that one. He did play though. So I've looked for the games. I've gone through all these games now. I've looked to see where Denis Suarez has made a contribution in terms of goals. And one of the goals he scored was against Cambridge. He scored the opener at the Abbey Stadium. And then the only other game that he scored in was a 3-0 home win against Huddersfield at the Emirates. He scored 2 goals there. Torreira also getting a goal. Now, at the start of the season, Suarez seemed to play more than he did towards the end. I think injuries the 2 injuries may have knocked him off. Someone stole his place. Towards the end of the season, he didn't really feature as much. It was more as a substitute. But generally, he at the start, he played quite well. And that was when we had a good run of form, to be fair. The only blip was a 3-1 defeat to Bournemouth in the first half of the year. That was the only defeat we had. We won most of the games, drew a few. But then as soon as it hit January, our form capitulated, as always seems to happen. We lost 1-0 to Spurs, despite them having 10 men. We lost to Liverpool. And another surprising one, we lost 4-1 against Huddersfield. 4-1. Now, Denis Suarez didn't play very well in that game. He got a 6.4 rating. We lost at home to Wolves. But like I said, we did win the Europa League as well. I just want to quickly have a look at the Premier League. As you can see, we won on goal difference by 1 goal. We beat Man United by 1 goal. Both finished on 78 points. Liverpool on 74. Chelsea on 73. Man City on 72. So the top 5 very close. Tottenham only 4 points behind Man City. But a lot of defeats. Everyone lost a lot of games. Arsenal lost 8 and won the league title. That is unheard of. Man U lost 8. Liverpool lost 8. Chelsea lost the league games, but they lost 7. And we're quickly going to go back to Denis Suarez. Just have a look at his league form. 2 goals, 1 assist, 1 man of the match in 21 appearances in the league in total. So nothing fantastic. Obviously, I think his loan deal is more of a temporary measure. Hence why Emil Smith-Rowe has gone out to Leipzig on loan. I think it brings someone that's got more experience. He's won titles. He's played at the first team level more consistently. I think he's come in temporary for this season. So Emil Smith-Rowe can get some experience and come back for next season. That is what I'm thinking anyway. So, yeah, that's what's happened. Go back to Denis Suarez there. Overall, not an amazing signing. Didn't set any fireworks off. Came in, done a job. 6.9 is not a bad rating, but it's not the best either. Didn't score a lot of goals. Didn't set up a lot of goals, which surprises me as well. But maybe he contributed to the play. So it's going to be interesting to see how it develops this season. Hopefully, he will perform better in real life than he has on Football Manager. But maybe it's one thing to check out. Let's see how the season pans out. Maybe come back and see how realistic Football Manager is. Has it predicted how well Suarez will do, or will he do better? Or will he do worse? Let's wait and see. But thank you very much for watching, guys. If you haven't already done so, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you guys soon.